Good day, I'm Carrie Ann Smith, and this is your JIS News for Friday, September 5. Youth and Culture Minister Lisa Hanna has made good on her promise not to leave young people's development a chance, having just signed a Memorandum of Understanding to give 50 students access to higher education in agriculture. The agreement was signed Wednesday between the National Youth Service and the College of Agriculture, Science and Education, CASE. It gives students access to $100,000 each under the Access to Higher Education Partnership Program.
The reason why we're implementing this program is because we have to move from becoming a country of samples in terms of agricultural products. We need more people producing so that the world can get the best taste of Jamaica, so that farmers today are not only feeding our country for food security, but farmers today are actually supplying the world and making foreign exchange.
CASE has also committed to paying a further 20% of tuition fees through a work-study program. And the 4-H Club will be providing full scholarships to agriculture students from the parishes of St. Anne, St. Catherine and Manchester. Students can download application forms from the NYS or CASE websites. In the meantime, Minister Hanna says the NYS will be signing 7 other MOUs with institutions of higher learning under the Access to Higher Education Partnership Program. That includes the Caribbean Maritime Institute and the Brownstown Community College.
In order for jobs to be created, what do we need? We need entrepreneurs. And we need people who are not only leaving university to look for jobs, we need people who are going to be leaving university to create jobs. And so we have to give you the best opportunity to do that.
The Ministry of Education officially opened the 2014-2015 new academic year on Thursday at the Paul Bogle High School in St. Thomas.
The real value of the education you're getting at any high school in Jamaica is well over $100,000 a year. The real value of a good primary education comes close to $100,000 when you consider all of the inputs being made by everyone, and probably more. It is a pearl of great price.
Recently, the ministry announced that starting this month, it was putting programs in place to improve the performance of the Robert Lightburn, Paul Bogle and Seaforth High Schools in St. Thomas. The institutions will be pooling their resources under a school district arrangement model. There's been a 19% decline in the number of children reported missing between January and June of this year when compared to the corresponding period in 2013. Registrar of the Office of the Children's Registry, Greg Smith, says 984 children were reported missing over the 6-month period. Of that number, 614 returned home and 2 were found dead. 368 are still considered missing.
We believe the fact that less children are going missing means our messages are having an impact. However, we remain conscious that the fact that we must work assiduously to improve the rate of recovery of missing children.
As a result, between April and July, Mr. Smith says the OCR began search and rescue training across the island with nurses, educators, guidance counselors, children's officers, and fire personnel. The OCR will also be printing and distributing 3,000 copies of search and rescue protocol manuals developed to provide guidance in finding missing children. Plans are now underway for the development of a comprehensive pension plan for farmers. On Wednesday, the Jamaica Agricultural Society and the COK Sodality Cooperative Credit Union signed a Memorandum of Understanding to make this happen. The intention is to have farmers contribute to what will be called the JIS COK Farmers Pension Scheme.
Farmers work for 50 years, 40 years, some 60 years, and they don't have the avenue to look towards a pension. JIS would like to pioneer a program where our farmers in Jamaica be provided with some avenues to contribute to a pension plan.
The JIS president says the scheme will target 15,000 farmers over the next 2 years, but in the long term it's hoped that all 220,000 farmers will get on board. Part of the education campaign for the pension scheme will include NIS registration. And finally, members of the public can pay their respects to the late Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, Roger Clark, by signing Condolence books in Kingston. This can be done at the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Hope Gardens headquarters and the People's National Party headquarters at 89 Old Hope Road. Meanwhile, the Jamaica Agricultural Society used its board meeting on Wednesday to open a condolence book and allow its members to pay tribute to the late minister.
Roger sought to speak for those who did not have a voice.
He proved that there is dignity in farming and that a big heart is better than a closed mind.
His contribution to the 4-H clubs was very tangible because under his leadership, the government budgetary contribution to the 4-H movement grew by over 1,000%.
Roger Clark will be laid to rest next Saturday in his home parish of Westmoreland. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Carrie Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.